Hello everyone, this is part 2 to the video me and Chloe uploaded last week. As always, if you want us to carry on this series, please 1000 likes on this video and we'll do that for you. Enjoy the video, man. Was sex education in school cringy?
I can't remember, because I remember, like, obviously, like, year 6, you had, like, your puberty talk, didn't you? And then when you got to high school, like, in health, you'd do, like, safe sex sort of things. And then in like, biology, you'd do, like, the
reproductive system.
And, I remember like certain words would come up and like everyone would be like, "He." I can't remember being awkward.
Can you remember in year 6 when you first got it and people would laugh because they had hairs on? My class laughed because they had like the pubes on.
I also remember back when we also were dead embarrassed because like the girls got pulled away for a secret chat.
What was that secret chat about?
It's about periods. But, I don't understand why the boys weren't allowed to listen to that. Like, that's like, it's not like, it's like rude. Like, the boys could have, like, if you taught like a young boy that girls' puberty go through this, like, because girls had to learn what the boys did, so why couldn't the boys learn about the girls?
I thought it was about dildos or some shit.
Oh yeah, in year 6 they were going to whip out dildos for the fucking 10-year-olds. You know, we just got to chat about how you were going to get your period soon, and some of you might already have it.
Surely if lads listen to that, they'd be more respectful. When
exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, surely if you heard about that from a young age, it'd be more normalised. But the fact that they hide it and go, like, come on, girls, we're going for a secret chat.
What type of person were you in school?
Oh, Christ. I went through a few stages. So, like, when I first went into school, like high school, I was still kind of stuck in primary school because, like, when you're that age, you're still a kid. When you're like year 7, you're still like a child.
Yeah.
So I was like still like watching Disney Channel and shit and having like a great old time.
iCarly.
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, to be fair, I probably watched iCarly and Victorious all the way through school. But anyway, after that, like after my childhood stage, started coming to me angsty teen stage because I discovered like Tumblr and like emo bands. So I went through me stage where I'd obsess over like Dan and Phil.
They have such a strong audience.
Oh, ride or dies then. But nah, like they literally like they posted about how the other day how they like they got the first house together and I was like, oh.
I saw that.
Didn't get treated very nicely because of that. I kind of went
Chava
girly.
Well, you weren't a horse girl that screamed,
No,
were you? You never
no.
screamed, did you?
No, I just went from weird, like, oh, I'm so random, to emo, to, like, drinking, like the average British drinking teenager.
So basically you're like a little rapper? Is that their kind of character arc here? Like kind of emo to drinking kind of thing?
Emo to, like, when you just went through teen phase of, like, you'd drink in the park.
Yeah, like Frosty Jacks.
Frosty Jacks, yeah, then I just turned into... But that wasn't, like, all the time, but it was just kind of sometimes, and that was, like, good enough for me at that time.
Can you remember how lush Frosty Jacks was back in the day? That big, massive 2-litre bottle of Frosty Jacks you would get. And it was like, you'd go to the park and it would like, you know when the air would get in it and it would have that horrible, it was so fucking...
I always remember, like, one of the first times that I got Frosty Jacks, because normally I'd just, like, sorry, ma'am, but I'd just make a concoction of all their spirits, and, like, just with lemonade. Like, not a lot, but I'd just, like, because I didn't want to take too much of everything.
You mental bastard!
Because I didn't want to take too much of, like, one thing in the notice, so I'd have, like, a couple drops of vodka, couple drops of gin, and me lemonade, just a lemonade bottle, and that would be me done for the
The
night.
shit house from you is unbelievable. I love that. But also, did you not get fucked straight away? Would you not be sick because of mixture of drinks?
I don't know. I think when you're that age, you're just invincible. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's not method.
Don't do that.
Okay.
I think everybody's probably done that at one
Yeah.
point. I remember when I had that one, like Frosty Jacks, and like I was walking through the street, and like because I was so fizzy,
Yeah.
I literally had like this much of the bottle, and I was like, whoa! I was like, what the fuck? I was literally like a child, and like I always remember when. Do you remember when Cactus Jacks became a thing? Like the shot, like the shot thing. Remember, you'd always like buy one of them with your mates and have half a bottle each.
Yeah.
And get...
You would do awful things, wouldn't you? Like, because you didn't really have experience of drinks, so you'd just be like...
I didn't know what was like, what was good and what was bad.
Yeah, it's quite... You are kind
it's
of...
so dangerous.
Yeah, you are kind of invincible, because you know how now you're like, right, if I'm having vodka, I'll probably not have rum, I'll not have... Because if I mix drinks, I'll be sick.
Like, when you have cocktails, you're fucked because you're mixing them.
Yeah, exactly. So, back then, you're just like, you know what?
I'll take whatever I can get.
Yeah.
I can't get it myself.
If I have to have everything, I'll have everything. I'm not going down. It's going to have to take me some fucking heat to get down. Isn't it weird?
Yeah. I always remember there was always like, that one mate who had like the older brother who would like sometimes get it for you.
Oh, yeah.
Like I always remember like when like someone would have like a little house party and like everyone would be like, oh, how are you getting your drink? How are you getting your drink? I remember my mum was quite cool. Like,
Stevie's brother's got a fake IT.
Like, you remember my mum was quite nice. Like, she'd get us like ciders. But then,
see,
at that age, I don't think you ever really stuck to ciders, did you?
I love that from your mum, though, that your mum would get you ciders, because not a lot of mums would get ciders. I think it's so good. Well, so good. I think it's good when parents, like, they'll give you cider when you're 17, because they know you're going to drink anyway.
So it's to stop you getting completely fucked off everything else. Yeah, I think it makes sense.
If they give you cider, then to you, you're like, oh my God, I've got cider. But then also it's like, that's not really going to get... It's going to get you a little bit fucked because you're young.
Yeah, you're that age and like also you're... Yeah.
But you're not going to get legless.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a kill to save from your parents.
Yeah.
Like, you're killing somebody, but you're saving them.
They're going to go out and drink. Anyway, school.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to chat about school is... on the topic of like being ill off drink, being just ill in general in school. Can you remember when like you would say if you didn't want to go to school on the morning, I would always miss the first Monday of every week. I remember my teachers had to have a meeting with me mum because I was always off on a Monday because I just after a weekend I used to be I cannot be arsed for this shit. I literally would just like pull a sickie on a Monday. My mum would be like, "Oh, you're all right, son. Don't worry. Just go back in bed. I'll get you a hot water bottle." I'd be like, "Oh, thanks, mum." My mum would go, like, if it was, like, ridiculous, she'd go, right, I know you're ill, go to school, and if you're ill, you can tell the teacher and I'll come pick you up. So I'd be like, oh, fucking all right. So then when I actually felt ill in school and you'd go to the teacher, every time, your leg could be falling off, and the first thing they say is, have your dinner, you'll be all right, son.
Put a wet paper towel on it.
Put a wet paper towel on it. Why the fuck? And that's the school nurse.
Yeah.
It's so strange, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't think I never really pulled sickies in school.
Didn't you have 100% attendance?
No. Because I was very, really ill. When I would get ill, it would probably be like once a year when I was a kid. I didn't really like missing school because I always hated the catch up afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, and because I was a little swot in school, I was on top set for everything. Anyway. But because I was, like, had, like, so much work and stuff, like, I didn't like missing it. And, like, also I liked it because I could see my friends and stuff. Like, I just enjoyed it. Even though I was, like, bullied and shit, but...
Were you the person that's like, Miss, you forgot the extension task and the homework?
No, definitely not. No, I was in top set, but I was like, sometimes I questioned why, but I was smart, but I was just like, I just didn't. I don't know, like all the SWAT boys were all like very like.
Oh, what? You can only break down 2 brackets.
Proper little bastards like that. Like, I've told you this story loads. I just love it. Do you remember my maths?
Uh-huh.
So there was this one kid in my maths class. Shout out Matthew Cheng. And I loved this kid a bit. He's so funny. Everyone would pay him to do my maths homework. So in the back of his planner, you would just have everyone's my maths name and passwords.
Oh, I love that from him.
And everyone would pay him.
The little entrepreneur.
So everyone would pay him. And
How
then
much?
he would do, I'm sure it was like 50 pence or something. It wasn't a lot.
Homework takes about an hour, maybe? Yeah. 50 pence an hour is not a good hourly rate.
It's really not good. I mean, he came up with the
your
prices.
figures, lad.
Whenever I look back at that, I'm just like, that's terrible. This poor bloody Matthew was doing everybody's homework. He'd always be like, can you do mine as well? And he'd be like, see if I've got time. So back of his jaw, I'd be like, I can squeeze you in.
Anyway, talking about businesses in school, can you remember the people that would like sell things in school? I was one of them people.
Were you?
I was one of them people because
That's so funny.
One of my mates, his mum, had a restaurant and she had a macro card, and macros like Costco where you can get stuff for wholesale.
Yeah.
So she would go to Costco, get wham bars for like really cheap, and we'd sell them and would like go back to his restaurant and would like put all the pound coins on the table and like count them up and be like, that's how much is for you, that's how much is for you.
That is so funny.
Would sell Coke cans, sour pops. Sour pops hit different. The demand for sour pops back in the day. Remember how much they'd blow your mouth off? Did people used to sell things in yours?
Yeah, there was like in my year there was like 2 main guys. It was quite funny actually because they were both the tallest people in the year, like the proper tall lads. So it was always just like big bodyguards. Like, what you got in your backpack? I've got some whispers to do. But it would always be like your teachers wouldn't have to catch you, so you'd always be like under the stairs.
Yes. Where you got that Lucas head from? I don't know. Just follow me back.
I brought it with us. Like everybody would have like the same drink, the same snacks that day. Like, how has everybody got whispers?
Yeah, has everyone went to the same shop here?
Have you got any like stories about like it actually being like dodgy?
What, like a dodgy school?
Yeah, I've got like obviously the one
Come on,
where
then.
the girl was like smoking weed in the toilet and everyone got banned from toilets.
Wait, what?
Have I told you that story?
I think you have, but I think...
So I feel like most schools, if it's not like a private school or something, they're all a little bit dodgy on them. They've all got
Yeah.
the little...
Something under the
Yeah.
carpet.
So, like, we had a bunch of things. Like, I'm sure, like, at one point, like, someone threw a brick off a teacher. Like, over the fence because they got, like, sent out of school, so they threw a brick at the teacher. But, like, I remember there was, like,
As you do.
this one time, it was, like, this girl was actually my friend. So she left lesson, I think we were in media, like, halfway through, and just went to the toilet and started smoking weed.
Where?
How
did you get...
I don't know what went through our head to think smoking weed in the school toilets was gonna work. Like nothing was gonna happen.
Even smoking tobacco in a toilet.
Yeah, like it's gonna stink. So, like people would vape in the toilets, but you'd get away with that, wouldn't you? I remember she smoked in the toilet. She came back to class and just sat down.
She's like that.
And this was in the same corridors. Same corridors, the toilets. So the whole thing stunk. Like absolutely stunk.
She's sitting there like actually like
Like
fried off her head like...
No, like, you know, she was quite chill, to be honest. She was just like... But, and then our teacher was kind of like... I think my teacher clocked on, but the teacher wasn't saying anything, wasn't telling her off. She was just going, oh, yeah, so, like, back in my day, I used to dabble in those sort of things. To try and, like, kind of tell her, like, don't do it again. It got reported to, like, head teachers and stuff. So they, like, went on the cameras to like see who had been in the toilet. So it was her. I think we were in like year 10 or year 11 at this point. Her or like a girl from like year 7. So I think it was quite obvious who it was because like
wait. So did that girl from year 7 get secondhand smoke?
No, like saying like after like because they were looking for the timeline because like, when it didn't smell and when it did smell because it was like straight after like a break. From then on we weren't allowed to go to the toilet like unless it was break or lunchtime. Like we weren't allowed to go to the toilet during lessons.
So she ruined it for everybody. People that just need a piss can it go because this person tried to fucking do a
so funny.
Oh well, kids, don't if you want school, please don't smoke weed. Don't smoke anything in the bathroom. Go outside.
Don't smoke in school.
Yeah, don't smoke in school.
Your brain's not developed yet.
Yeah, wait until 3 o'clock, then that's fine. I'm joking. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please do drop a subscribe and yeah.
Laters.
Laters. Bye bye.
Wait.